Welcome to JMW's Inside Man YouTube channel. Ian Johnston is a senior associate solicitor within JMW's contentious probate team. So, Ian, I believe that the Law Commission are consulting on electronic wills. Is it possible to make an electronic will?
Well, the answer is no, not at the moment, Dom. The current piece of legislation, and I say current, is the Wills Act 1837. So the actual procedure is governed by Section 9 of that Act, which basically sets out that a person making a will needs to affix a signature to the will, and that will needs to be signed in the presence of two witnesses who also then sign to say that effectively they've witnessed the will. So there are it's quite an antiquated system, but it's a system that's worked well for a number of years. The idea behind looking at whether or not electronic wills are something that can be brought in stemmed from the COVID-19 pandemic, where the government changed legislation temporarily to allow for witnessing of wills to be done remotely. In view of that, I think they're now looking at whether or not there are other ways in which they can move the process forward, and whether or not the process of making wills can be brought into a digital era.
And so if electronic wills do come in the future, will this lead to loved ones of the deceased contesting the will?
In my view, it will do. I mean, right now, the signature that's required on a will is a wet signature, by which we mean it's something that you can actually see the ink signature on the piece of paper, and obviously you've got those witness provisions that are in there. We just don't know how electronic wills are going to look. They're going to need some sort of safety provisions in there. I can certainly see a scenario where there are lots more claims in respect of fraud, forgery. As I say, at the moment, you could have a handwriting expert look at the signature on a will and make an establishment as to whether or not they thought that was the testator's true and genuine signature. You're not going to know who's been present when these wills have been created. It's normal procedure at the moment where you're instructing a solicitor, for a solicitor to attend with the person who's giving instructions, be able to keep a file note of who's in attendance at that time, and any concerns that they might have, for example, regarding capacity or undue influence. I would be worried that electronic wills would take away a lot of those kind of fail-safes and could open the floodgates for lots of different claims.
And how can you and the contentious probate team here at JMW Solicitors help individuals who feel that they probably should have been included in a will?
Well, look, we're a vastly experienced team. This is what we do day by day. So I would say really it's a question of just picking up the phone to us, making an inquiry, and discussing kind of your circumstances, and we'll be able to tell you whether or not we think we can assist and how we might be able to help in future.
Ian, thank you for your insight. If you'd like to contact Ian and the contentious probate team here at JMW Solicitors, you can email insideman@jmw.co.uk or call 0161 82 81 999. Please also subscribe to the JMW Inside Man YouTube channel for the latest legal news, hints and tips. I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man.